Okay, so this is a fun new horror VN game called The Many Deaths of Lily Kosen. Kosen, I'm not sure how you say it exactly. I've never heard it said aloud. But it is put together by mostly just Too Many Teeth Studios with some, I think, like freelancers and stuff like that. So very independent. And the game's not quite out yet, so we're getting a cool little preview of this. So very exciting. Um, Hopefully, this will do very well, and Too Many Teeth will be able to continue doing more stuff. I've already adjusted some preferences. That I upped the text speed a little bit, turned the volume down. But there's also like some other stuff that we might return to once we've gotten kind of a playthrough. I'm not exactly sure how long it is. I know that there's this is a choices matter game, so we might be doing some repeat stuff. And I looked in the gallery, and there are 11 pictures.
Ooh.
Yeah, I can math. So that seems like it's got like good chunk, but nothing too crazy. So, but I've seen pictures of the art and stuff like that, and it looks really good. So I'm excited to play this. And I don't think it has voices. So okay, if you see somebody that you're like, I want to voice them, feel free to claim them. Otherwise, I think we'll just like assign them like probably like flip flop, kind of like how we did exit corners, I would guess. So yeah. Any predictions before we start this? Is that a
My
no?
headphones are freaking out. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I think it's fixed. I have no idea what would be causing that. What the fuck?
Yeah, it
Hello?
just started to happen.
Yeah, no, it just started stuttering and buffering. Almost.
Huh. That's
Whatever,
super strange.
it's fine now. We're good to go.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So we'll go ahead and get started. See what we got going on. Oh, okay. So there's like, are these like after we collect choices or something like that? Interesting. The UI is very nice and ominous so far. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
It's good,
Yeah.
good setting. A cold and dark Saturday night. Very well. The candles are set. The incense is lit. If anyone wants to turn back now, this is your last chance.
Hmm. Uh, now that we're this far, Are we sure that this is the right thing to do? I get why we're doing this, but sorry,
No need to apologize. I was having similar thoughts myself, I admit. When we. If this works, is everything really going to go how we want it to? It all seems too good to be true.
Who gives a shit?
Sorry?
Let's be real for 5 seconds. Yeah, we got these candles and shit set up, and this real spooky vibe. But if it's anything like what's been tried in the past, we're more likely to do it. Find that nothing's happened, then sit around and have a good laugh about it afterwards. No harm done.
And if you're wrong, if this ritual does work,
Fucking hit the jackpot then, haven't we? I mean, it's not like we're doing this for fun. We're actually trying to achieve something here. Unless you don't want to help our friend. Nobody here is saying that they don't want to help. I'm just more cautious about what if we perform the ritual and summoning the demon doesn't work the way we think it does? I don't know. We kick its ass? Or stab it? I'm easy either way.
It won't come down to that. Trust me. I've researched this thoroughly, and it... The hooded figure coughs violently for a few moments, their bodies shaking uncontrollably as they do so. A wheezing sound can be heard mixed in amongst the coughing, and they seem to be struggling to breathe. Are you alright? Can someone go get some water while I'm fine. It was just a... Don't worry about me.
See, and that right there is why I reckon we go ahead and do it. We set up all this shit, circle, the candles, whatever, already. So why the fuck should we back down now? I get why some of you might be worried, but I'm gonna help my friend, even if you guys decide not to, because that's what friends do.
You're right. We all agreed to do this because we wanted to help. If the ritual's been researched and it's safe, then that's more than good enough for me. I'm in.
Well, I guess if you guys all want to, then there's no backing out now.
After how relaxing the rest of our day was, I really did not see our evening turning out like this. Alright, what do we need to do to get this started? We just need someone to light the candles, then I'm good to go. I can barely see a...
Sorry? Are you?
Apologies, got dizzy for a moment there. All the more reason to get started. I'll take care of the candles. The hooded figure spends a few moments lighting the candles scattered around the circle on the floor. The other figures are completely silent throughout the process. Thank you, that's much better. Alright, here's where we start for real. I'm going to read out some passages from this incantation. You'll all need to repeat them after me. I'm not quite sure how it all works, but I think if you can try and say them in sync with one another, that'll help. I guess we might have to give it a few goes if it doesn't work at first. That's all we have to do? Just repeat what you say? Seems kind of simple. The summoning circle is made of a mixture of charcoal and my blood. The candles have been placed to siphon energy from the nearby ley lines, drawing their power to the circle. I've cleansed my body with a special mixture of herbs, all in preparation for the ritual.
Oh, I hope we can say the words correctly for you. Ugh, I'm so gonna end up botching this. She shall seashells by the seashore. She shall seashells by the seashore.
How about we start the ritual and we can worry about the small details after we've given it a go? My thoughts exactly. Alright, everyone, repeat after me. Darkness black as midnight's ire, scarlet flaring scorched by fire. Oi, whatever happened to helping a friend?
Sorry, but no, you're right. Alright, start again from the top. Sorry about that.
Darkness black as midnight's ire, scarlet flaring scorched by fire.
Darkness black as midnight's ire, scarlet flashing, scorched by fire.
Nestled beyond the edge of time, your power waits here in its prime.
Nestled beyond the edge of time, your power waits here in its prime.
I offer my soul, cold as ice. Take it from me to pay the price.
I offer my soul, cold as ice. Take it from me to pay the price.
I fucked up. Our friend's dying. Gift me your power in my limbs. Grant me your strength as the light dims. Give me your power in my limbs. Grant me your strength as the light dims. I reach out by speaking your name. Klanash, come and answer my claim.
I reach out by speaking your name. Kalnash, come and answer my claim. Is that it?
Did it work? Oh. Prologue end. Woo! Oh, okay. How's that?
Yeah, that works.
You're currently moderately stressed. Oh yeah, this is a stress mechanic. I forgot about that.
Only moderately?
Yeah, oh, just average, you know. A warm and bright Saturday morning. Ugh, it's too bright. I want to sleep in some more, but I don't think I'll be able to get back to sleep with as much sunlight in the room. Although, I have a feeling that I shouldn't sleep in today anyway. Why is that? Rolling over, I checked my phone. It was a bit after 8:30. Who could be coming over this early? It couldn't be anyone to see my parents. They were both working overseas at the moment, and I was living on my own. It's fine most of the time, except for times like this. I awkwardly climbed into bed and hoped that whoever was at the door, they wouldn't mind seeing me in just my pajamas. I went down to the door and opened it up to see. One of my best friends, Hannah! Do you want to read Hannah, or do you want me to read?
I do not. Go ahead and read Hannah.
Okay. You not like Hannah?
I can't judge someone but just by their profile, but this is going one of two ways.
Okay. What are the two ways?
She's either dead first, or she's gonna get possessed by the demon because she's a yandere. One of the two.
Oh, okay, okay. We're gonna jot that down as a prediction and see how that turns out. Keiki, did I wake you up? Suddenly it all came rushing back. Hannah, myself, and two of our other friends had been planning to go camping at Fuse Lake that weekend. I have no idea how you say that.
Fuse, I think.
I think Fuse sounds the most natural. It was planned as a nice and relaxing time, something that shouldn't be too stressful. God knows I needed it. I should have been up hours ago getting ready. Knowing her, Hannah had probably been prepared since last night. No, since last week. Sort of. Can you give me, I don't know, 10 minutes? That should be enough time to have a shower and have a quick bite to eat. Luckily, I'm not taking care of any of the camping gear. Sure, I just hope I didn't come over too early. Not at all. I'm just sorry you'll have to wait for me. Come inside while I take care of things. I took a quick shower first and changed into some clean clothes. In between bites of toast, I scrounged around my room for some things, chatting to Hannah while I did so. The forecast says that it should be a nice sunny 23 degrees. I was going to say, I think this is British. And so the fact that it's going to be 23 degrees makes me think this is in Celsius, so good to know.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really see the need to pack a jacket or anything. I'm not doing a British accent, though. I can't do that for that long. What about when it's nighttime? It gets very cold out there. How warm do you think the fire will be? Well, it's definitely not gonna make you any colder. Did I put my sleeping bag under my bed after the last time we went camping, or is it in my cupboard somewhere? Do you want me to throw in some extra clothes for you? Yes, please. I'll try and cuddle up in my sleeping bag anyway, so hopefully I won't need them, but it's good to know they'll be there if I do. No sign of it under the bed. Great. Now I have to look through the cupboard. You have no clue what it was like last time we went camping there, do you? In terms of temperature and stuff? Off the top of my head? No. All I remember is that we were planning to stay up most of the night, but then had to go to bed early since all the tourists were complaining about the noise we were making. That was a serious pain in the ass. It was a good idea of Gabriel's for us to go camping this weekend. There should be far fewer people there than there normally are. There it is. Good. I'd much rather just hang out with you three anyway. It's much nicer. And easier. Alright, sleeping bag plus a change of clothes, battery pack for if my phone dies. I'm wearing my hiking shoes. Remind me, Gabriel's bringing the food and the tents, Victoria's grabbing the stuff for the fire, and you're bringing a medical kit and stuff. As well as some torches. Nothing that I need to worry about beyond my personals? And the extra things you put in for me? Nope. Because I know it's stupid, and I know I'm stating the obvious, but I don't want to get there, and then when it starts getting dark, everyone goes, where's the... Well, I can't think of something that expect me to bring that we haven't already covered, but I can picture that happening, and I'm just stating now for the record that You'll be fine, Keiki. Although, now that you say it, was there anything else that I was supposed to bring? I'm gonna say no, both because I don't think you needed to bring anything beyond what you've already said, and also because if you have forgotten anything, I don't want to take responsibility for it. I'm sure it's all fine. Alright, I'll text Gabriel to let him know that we'll be a bit late, then let's head out. I grabbed my bag, make sure that I haven't left any lights on, then the two of us left, making sure to lock the door as we exited. Gabriel's house is about a 10-minute walk from mine. Oh boy. I feel like she's bluffing that she slept in, so maybe...
She didn't sleep in. Like,
oh.
Didn't the narrative very specifically said we didn't want to sleep in today?
Oh, there's so much stuff in here. Who to figure? Yeah.
Alright,
I think I should sleep in today. Yeah, we didn't sleep in. Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm rethinking things now.
Okay.
I'm trying to consider if I have what it takes to voice someone named Victoria.
Okay.
Should I take over for Keiki instead?
You can do Keiki if you want, and I can do Hannah and Victoria, and you can do Keiki and Gabriel if you want.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Okay. And then any, like, tertiary characters that show up, we can just figure out.
Take it as we go.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good to me. What? So then you must have gotten up early?
Yeah. You must have gotten up early to be here on time.
It wasn't that much earlier than on a school day. I just set an alarm for 6.
Seriously? Your place isn't that far away. Why did you need to get up so early?
Well, if something had gone wrong, or if I'd had to go back for something, it wouldn't have been too early, would it?
Depending upon what went wrong, yeah, I guess. But I mean, if you'd woken up at a decent time, it's not like it would have been the end of the world. You just messaged us that you'd be late. Wait till it was cool, we'd get there a bit later.
Well, I guess. But it'd be so inconvenient for everyone to have to wait for me. I relate to Hannah too much.
I'm changing my prediction. She's the last one dead.
Oh, she's gonna be the final girl?
Yeah. But, no. The final girl survives. She's the last one to die.
Oh. So are we the final girl? Or final whatever? Final non-binary person?
On a perfect run where we don't die, yeah, we are the final... We're the final girl, yeah. That's what happened.
Gotcha. I think that's a good prediction.
Don't be dumb. You know, none of us would mind, whether it was 5 minutes or 5 hours. Anyway, bet your 10 bucks that Victoria ends up being late to the Gabriels.
I'd rather not take that bet.
Huh, 'cause you know you'd lose?
Maybe. Hey, Keiki?
What is it?
We've still got a bit of a walk until we get to Gabriel's. Want to play a game?
Why doesn't it surprise me that Hannah's in the mood for that? I like the idea in theory, but I don't think we have room to set up a table and board while we walk, or any consoles.
Don't be silly. We could just do something like paper, scissors, rock. Who calls it that? Is British people?
That's a cultural difference.
Interesting. I did not know that existed.
Because, like, in, like, John Kenpa? It's like rock, scissors, paper in some Asian dialects.
Interesting. It's like just about every possible combination you could think of.
Paper, scissors, rock is not the weirdest permutation of that I've heard.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Nothing serious, just to kill the time a bit. Oh, well, maybe never mind.
Don't you mean rock, paper, scissors?
What's wrong with calling it paper, scissors, rock?
There's nothing wrong with it, it's just that it's not what it's called.
Well, that's what it should be called. Paper, scissors, rock is more alphabetical.
MNOPQRS. Well, not entirely. Sure, I guess.
Brilliant. Does this mean you'll play then?
Hannah's looking very confident, but it's just luck-based. I'm sure we'll win an equal number of games. We're going to lose every single game.
Probably. She's gonna have some trick, probably.
Alright, why not? I'll start things off with,
Oh, fuck, fast! We're gonna go with scissors. Are you ready? Paper.
Scissors.
Rock!
My index and middle fingers shot outwards, forming a circle, a crude representation of scissors. Mirroring them were Hannah's own fingers doing the exact same thing. Well, shoot. Guess this one's a draw then. Unless there's a way to determine whose scissors are sharper? Is that a thing you can do?
Keiki, you have played this before, right?
Of course I have, but it just makes sense, doesn't it? There's like a way to get more complexity out of the game. Added strategies in like high-level play. I mean, how do they resolve draws at tournament level play?
I think they just call it a draw and see who wins the majority of the games.
Yeah, draws are usually like I know at chess is like a 3-1-0 situation.
Yeah.
Wins are 3, draws are 1.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But that's specifically because I think that's specifically because chess is a game that you. Well, no. At like the highest level play, I guess world champion chess match was like 1 in 0.5, right? But that's because chess is it's meant to be drawn. Meant to be drawn. It's you know. Anyhow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Let's go then. We played several games of paper, scissors, rock as we walked through the streets towards Gabriel's house. To my surprise, Hannah absolutely steamrolled me, winning something like 80% of them. How do you keep winning? How is this lucky?
It's not like I've won every game. Just most of them.
Alright, I give in. What's your trick? Do I have some tell before I'm about to throw paper or something?
No, nothing like that. It's more like... I feel a little silly saying this, but the secret is confidence.
Confidence?
I don't know. I guess that my confidence might be putting you off a bit or something?
So you're saying that if I'm more confident that I'll win the rest of the games, more relaxed too?
I don't know if you could feel confident after that trouncing I just gave you, but if you think you can, bring it.
You're on! Get ready to regret those words. Played a few more games as we approached Gabriel's house. I lost every single one of them. Hannah won most of the games. Good for her! It's thanks to you talking to her about herself that she was able to clear her thoughts a bit. Oh! Hey, it did matter.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
We boosted Hannah's confidence.
Nice.
But don't forget to take care of yourself too.
Is that like
That's a hint.
is it like a stress meter thing or something, maybe? Menu. Oh, that's the same thing. Okay. Huh.
The game is saying self-love is important.
Yeah.
All that happened this time is you lost a few games of paper, scissors, rock, but who knows what had happened if the situation was more serious. To assist you in deciding how often you should talk to characters and what to say to them, you can view character information from the pause menu.
Oh, okay.
Gabriel was leaning against the fence of his front yard as we approached it, looking relaxed and healthy. You could probably take on the world and come out the other side looking the same. Anna, Kiki! Hey, how's it going? Both of us got a hug from Gabriel, which we returned.
It's going great. Do you need any help packing any of the tents? Or the food?
Nah, it's all good. Already in the car. 2 tenths, enough bread to feed the town, plenty of meat to go with it.
Is your thing still freaking out on you?
You good?
Oh, what? Did you say it? Can you hear me?
Stream cut off on
The stream.
Discord.
What? Oh, on Discord?
Yeah.
That's strange.
You like disconnected.
Okay, hold on. Oh, it minimized. It kind of makes it look like it's like it had like restarted or something. Okay. Can you see that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting video vibe.
You're getting what? Sorry?
Doki Doki Literature Club vibes.
Oh, yeah, I could see that for sure.
It's the music.
Yeah, absolutely. This in particular, this song. It's got big, like, what is it? Like when they're just, like, hanging out in the club room and it's like the God, I love Doki Doki Literature Club so much.
Yeah, it's just being reminded of that game specifically when we know we're about to go into a paranormal horror is not heartening.
No, that's true. Probably about to do some fucked up shit.
As well as some tea, coffee, and long life milk. God, Gabriel, you know that when you help this much it makes us feel guilty, right? How much do I owe you? Nada. Be serious now. You know I'm gonna demolish most of it over the course of the weekend. How much does the bread cost? Just maybe, let's say, 5 cents. Maybe that much we'll call it you having contributed your fair share.
Are you sure you're really alright with paying for it all? I know it's a pain to...
If I didn't want Kaiki to pay for any of it, why would I want you to, Anna?
I don't mind paying for it.
Funny. I was thinking the exact same thing. But I can see that you two aren't going to be convinced. How about this? Take care of the washing up and stuff when we're camping, and then we'll call it even. Knowing how much the food he normally provides us things like this, doing the washing up isn't going to be anywhere near enough to compensate. But it's better than nothing. Sure, that sounds fun to me. I made a mental note to slip some money into Gabriel's glove box when he's not looking.
I guess I'm okay with that.
Awesome. Any idea what you two want to do when we get to the lake?
Set up the tents. I still haven't forgotten that time we went up to the mountains and you two insisted that we didn't need to set them up until it was evening.
Hey, that's a low blow. How are we supposed to know that it would rain that hard? Oh god, don't remind me. 4 hours we sat there in the car pretending that we were okay with listening to that one CD over and over again. Nothing to do but eat bread, but it just wasn't right. It wasn't right, Gabriel! Yeah, not the finest hour. Fair enough, Anna. We'll set up the tents first thing. But any idea what you want to do after that?
Oh, that's easy. Let's go for a walk around the lake.
In this weather? Yeah, great idea. Or, not to dismiss your idea, Hannah, because we'll definitely do it if we get time, but I was thinking that since today is such good weather, we can go swimming in the lake? Yeah, I don't know if you're wrong. Not that it's not, I see where you're coming from, but,
It's going to be freezing, not to mention unhygienic.
there'll be mosquitoes everywhere.
Oh, 1 second.
Are mosquitoes water bugs? I guess they like humidity more than anything else, huh? I also feel like they are lying about their reasoning. It's not the mosquitoes, it's the blood-sucking demons that they want to avoid. It is...
Okay, sorry. I once saw a snake in there.
I say that every year, 10 people... Wait, really? You saw a snake?
Well, I think it was a snake. It might have been a sock.
Exactly the point! Who would want to go swimming in a lake that people throw their socks into?
Yeah, that's a really weird thing to want to do, Keiki.
I didn't know that people threw their socks in there. The weather's nice, so I thought it would be something nice to do if we got not too hot is all. If you want to go swimming in the sock water, nobody's stopping you. But you'll also be on your own if you do. Like hell I will. We all know that the second she sees someone else in the water, Victoria will jump right in and join. Say, where is Victoria anyway?
She probably slept in even later than you.
We didn't sleep in!
I mean, comparatively to Hannah, who wakes up at 6 a.m.
She definitely slept. She left the house at 6 a.m. How early did she wake up?
Oh, that's true. Shit.
She definitely slept in even later than you. I don't know why I even needed to ask. We should probably go get her, huh? Yeah, good idea. If we don't, then we probably won't get to the lake until mid-afternoon. Up in the car, gang! No, the DLC music is back. We placed our bags into Gabriel's car and climbed inside. As we did... Okay.
What?
I'm trying to not do a British accent for Keiki, while also maintaining the accent for Gabriel.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
I need to differentiate them in my mind. As we did, Hannah got out her phone.
I'll try calling Victoria. Victoria? Yes? Yes. Mostly Brett, I think. No, the test came up negative. What? Yes, it definitely did. I've got a photo of it on my phone if you want to see it. Well, if that's what you wanted, why did you make me do it for you? It wasn't that easy to carry that tiny cup all the way to the doctor's, you know. My god, did she have her, like, do fake a urine test for her?
It sounds like she needed a discreet pregnancy test done?
I was like, it's either pregnancy or drug. But, like, couldn't she
You
have
wouldn't
just bought
bring
it?
you wouldn't bring a urine sample to the doctor for a drug test. You just do it in the office, wouldn't
Well,
you?
in Britain, I don't know.
Britain. Do you have any idea what they're talking about? I've got an inkling, but the sake of urine instance, I'd rather... Yeah, it's pregnancy.
Okay, that
Cool.
makes me think pregnancy, yeah.
But for the sake of your innocence, I'd rather not explain. Damn! Foiled again!
Oh, God. 9 months, usually. Yes, it's very rare for it to be sooner. Yes? Okay, then, that sounds good. Yep, see you then. Alright, Victoria's told us to wait around the corner, and she'll be out as soon as possible.
Thank God. I always feel so uncomfortable when I'm waiting for her and I have to talk to her mom. She always gives you that look, you know? Like you're responsible for Victoria. Like, maybe just relax, take a chill pill, let Victoria live her life the way she wants to?
Victoria can definitely be a bit, well, you know how she is. But yeah, her mom definitely seems to ignore the good in favor of the bad.
Yeah, that's the way it seems to be. Yeah, yep,
Time Ta-da.
Yeah, that's the way it seems to be to me. I guess it's something they need to work out between themselves, though. I don't think either of them would listen to us trying to sort out their relationship. Nobody really knew what to say to that, so the rest of the car trip was mostly silent. I'll take the opportunity to open one of the bags of bread and eat a slice or two. Oh, so it's like, you just bought sliced bread to
Like, just
eat?
like a ton of sandwich bread?
Not even like croissants or
Like
rolls
or
or
anything?
just sandwich bread? Just straight up?
He just, like, went to the store and was like, I need 10 loaves of bread.
Maybe we should call her in. We're not here in another 10 minutes now.
Maybe give it another 5? Just a shower, pack her bag, do all those things first. Wanna bet? That might be the case for most people, but when you're dealing with Victoria v. Valentine, you've got to adjust your expectations and prepare for the impossible. Sorry, what are we talking about? She's a redhead, I already like her.
Nothing important. How are you doing, Victoria?
I'm feeling kind of tired, if I'm honest. I didn't get to bed until nearly 8 a.m.
Shit. Sorry we had to wake you up.
Don't apologize for dumb shit like that, or I'll break your kneecaps. I'd rather be kind of tired and hanging out with my buddies than having a snooze and missing out on all the cool stuff that's gonna go down today. Anyone have any idea of what they want to do when we get there?
Why are you wearing a school uniform?
Yeah, see, I thought Hannah was wearing a school uniform because it was awful formal to be camping, but, no, she's definitely wearing... Hold on, I wanna...
Why are you dressing like a Yankee?
Doesn't respond to criticism well, okay. Status, alive!
That's exciting.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm not sure himself when making mistakes.
Love that.
Did we look at Hannah's already?
Yeah, we did earlier, but we didn't, like, comment on it. We can... She likes playing games and reading books, I think, yeah.
Shyness holds her back from speaking up. She will notice something first and not say anything until it's too late.
Oh, shit, I bet you're right.
Set up the tents.
Then I suggested we could go for a walk around the lake once we're done. Oh, sounds good, sounds good. Did you pack your swimming oh, that's you. Fucking I...
Why are they all blue?
Yeah, I'm used to, like, Corpse Factory, everybody having a different color.
Even, like, exit corners, everyone had...
That's what I was thinking, but it's been so long that I couldn't remember.
But maybe the color, instead of indicating character, is indicating stress level.
Oh, maybe.
And it'll change as the story progresses. Guess we have to find out.
Yep.
Did you pack your swimming gear, Victoria? I was thinking that if it stays this warm, going for a swim might be a good way to cool down.
Isn't the lake full of socks?
Why does everyone keep saying that? Look, I've swum in it before. There were no socks in it. It doesn't mean there won't be any this time.
It's good that you've got some real-world data we can add to the debate, but I don't really even want to risk it even with that. Let's just go to the pool next week or whatever. We still get to swim, but it's a place that's not full of sock water. Just piss water.
Yeah, I'm not winning this argument anytime soon. Don't you know that chlorine beats piss? Like in a fist fight?
Ah! Is it chlorine piss sock? Chlorine piss water? What's the rock, paper, scissors?
I don't know. I don't know what beats chlorine in that case. It might be sock.
Shit, that's true, because it's got to be a 3 thing. It can't be just a 1, like... If it's chlorine beats piss and piss beats water, then that's just a line. That's not a triangle.
Yeah. I guess piss can beat sock.
I mean, if you piss on a sock, nobody wants to wear it, so... But then chlorine, if you put chlorine on a sock, nobody would probably want to wear it either. I don't know. Well, we can return to this debate. This is very off topic.
We have to find a third.
Yeah, we'll put that on our to-do list.
You got all your stuff, Victoria?
Probably. But if we hang around here all worrying about what is and isn't in my bag, we'll be here all day. Plus, I heard there was a lake we wanted to go to, so let's get going. If we have to wait any longer, I'm gonna murder someone. That's fucking ominous.
I really wish you wouldn't say things like that. No disagreements here. Please don't murder us.
I don't love that. I feel like she's gonna be, like, easily stressed. And start slamming.
She does not take criticism well.
Yeah.
Well, Victoria put her bag in the boot. I'm not even gonna try. You know what? They both have British accents now.
Yeah, it's fair.
I moved towards Gabriel's car. Still haven't gotten used to how much roomier the car is now. Where should I sit?
Oh, boy. I mean, we've already...
Who do we want to flirt with? Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. Is one of them gonna go psycho on us? If we don't talk to them?
I guess we want to keep Victoria from going psycho. She's the most likely to murder people with her bat.
Yeah, I was kind of leaning...
She just has a bat, and also is wearing a delinquent school uniform in the middle of summer as we're going on a camping trip. This is weird.
Yeah,
and like it's not even consistent. Gabriel's just wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah, and Hannah's wearing like awful formal for a camping trip. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards Victoria too. I think we've already talked to Hannah today.
And like Gabriel seems sane.
Yeah, as far as we know.
And now, because I've said that, I want to see how long we can go without talking to Gabriel while still being reasonable.
The challenge of the first run.
I mean, you like doing your first runs as naturally as possible. You just want to...
No, that's true.
I personally like chaos, and I want to see how hard Gabriel would snap.
I mean, we can definitely...
I will not supersede you. If it seems like... If the natural thing to do is to talk to Gabriel, then we should talk to Gabriel.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know how runs in this work, if you have to, like, completely start over, or if you, like, go back to the last choice or something like that. So we'll have to see. But if we just do another full run, we might, like... The next one we might try, like, how long can we go without talking to you sort of thing. Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna...
So, Victoria. So, Hannah...
Ooh, excuse me, almost choked. Oh, nothing. Yes, Cakey?
Which would you rather? Sit in the back and guard the bride, or sit in the front and not?
When you put it that way, I'll definitely take the front. What are you planning?
Me? Planning something? Perish the thought.
Right. Just try and leave some bread for the rest of us.
Climbed into the back of the car, across from Victoria, who was already seated. Gabriel climbed in, and after maybe a minute, started driving. Woo!
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Her theme is great.
I fucking love this. Her. I love her so much already, and I don't know anything about her.
So, Victoria, anything new in your...
Damn fucking straight there is. Can you believe this shit?
You mean what we're doing right now, or...?
No, of course not. I mean the injustice, the cruelty. They can't make me do this, Keiki.
Not gonna lie, I have no idea what you're talking about right now. Sorry, what was the issue?
What do you think? Fucking school, of course.
If this was anyone else, I thought I could probably make a decent stab at what they're talking about, but with you, it could honestly be anything. We need something to work with, Victoria.
So get this. You remember that test you guys did in math class the other day?
The one you did your class to avoid?
Yeah, that one. So apparently I need to do it anyway because it's an essential part of your stupid final mark or some bullshit like that. What the hell kind of world is this where things like this can happen?
Aren't you just gonna do what you normally do when this happens and bribe another student to give you their answers? Hopefully she doesn't ask me for mine. Last time I got way too stressed wondering whether I was gonna get caught or not. Time before that, too, come to think of it.
Yeah, so that's the thing. The teacher, right? Normally that's exactly what I do, and I get through with a solid 51 or 52, easy peasy. But he told me that I'm going to get a test that's different from everyone else. Like, all the same formulas and algorithms and nerdy shit, but with different numbers. Can you believe that? They actually expect me to learn the fucking formulas.
So, do you want help learning them?
What, right now?
Nah, but we can work something out at some point before the test, surely?
Maybe. But wait, better idea. What if you helped me?
I thought that's what I already suggested.
No, not wasting time trying to teach me useless formulas and shit. Helping me literally.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
It's simple. You've already done the test, yeah? How well did you do on it?
Yeah, like 60-something%, maybe a high 50.
Whoa, so you know this stuff inside and out then, yeah?
Sure, let's go with that.
Perfect. So here's what I'm thinking. You can fit into my clothes, right?
Come again?
They're all like, hey, it's time to do the test, right? But then I say, sure, can I just go to the bathroom or some shit like that? And that's when we do the switcheroo. You do the test, break the records for my best marks, then afterwards we switch back. I get out of the test, you get to experience the joy that is being me. Everyone wins!
I just have the strongest image of I do not know what we look like. I don't even know, like,
Right.
but I could just imagine our character just looking at her deadpan, dead in the eye, and just groping their own chest.
Yeah, for real though.
Just, I don't know what we look like. I am certain that we are flat.
At least not compared to her. She's definitely got some cleavage there.
Yeah. Well, that's certainly it's a pretty bold idea, Victoria. I'll give that.
You don't want to do it, do you?
I mean, it's like I said. I've had worse ideas for sure.
I'm not exaggerating when I say that literally every idea that's ever been made before this point is worse than this one. But go on, I'll humor you. Tell me what's so bad about it.
Everything? You do realize that our faces look nothing alike, right? Like, nobody's gonna be fooled for a second.
Oh, yeah, valid. Alright, what if I was wearing bandages?
Bandages?
Yeah, like the day before the test, I get into a fight with someone or whatever, somewhere big and public, so everyone in town knows what's going on. And when they go at me with their knife, I'll dodge my face into it. Hey, presto, now I've got to wear badges to school, including to the test. There we go, perfect plan, right?
Victoria, don't get me wrong. You've definitely thought of aspects of this plan.
Yeah, I know, and that's why it's the perfect plan. Keep it up, Keiki.
You know what might be a bit easier than doing all this face dodging, though?
Oh shit, an improvement on the perfect plan? Tell me! Something about just like actually study, just like two simple words just pop up. Very funny.
Okay, so now we have to decide right now. Are we the responsible friend and we want to see our friend to succeed? Or are we just a little bitch and we just don't want to work Victoria's home?
That's tough.
I don't have any issue with the cheating aspect. I just don't think your plan is gonna work.
No, I agree.
Or we're the responsible friend. And consider the balance of the group, right? Hannah seems very shy and reserved, and also for some reason very game theory-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gabriel is just a very reliable person all around, right? So does that mean we have to lean into the?
Too responsible, too chaos.
We're just a subtler version of Victoria.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Are we sabotaging?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the only issue I have with your test is the fact that I can't fit into your bra very well. That's the only issue I have with it.
Yeah, for real.
So instead, we sabotage the test.
This is anyone else, I wouldn't suggest it, but Victoria's okay, fine. The game is shoehorning us into a responsible role.
Yeah.
And we're just worming our way into Victoria's line of thinking. If this was anyone else, I wouldn't suggest it, but Victoria's probably going to try something like this anyway. Besides, it's not like you could realistically do it. What if you could... There's gotta be some way to sabotage the test, isn't there?
Sabotage the test? You're a genius, Keiki! We'll burn down the school!
Wait, what? And what do you mean by we?
They can't make me do the test if there's no school to do it in. We just need a fucked enough petrol, some matches, a packet of marshmallows, and a good alibi. How much money can you spare for the petrol?
None.
Seriously? None at all?
None at all.
Damn it, I can't get any since they started distributing that security cam footage between the different stores. Alright, burning the school's off the table, but I'll work out a way to get out of this test. Mark my words.
Poor Victoria. She's never been great at school, but she's really been having issues this year. Well, she might be mad at me, but I think talking to her about some of this should have helped a bit.
Hey!
We did it!
Oh, okay. That's a hint.
Helping to prop us Victoria's self-esteem is never a bad thing.
Good to know.
That sounds like a lie.
Oh, you think so?
If we make her self-confidence too high, she's gonna try and kill a demon.
You know, that's true.
Gabriel followed the road along to the car park, a short distance from Fusei Lake. We all got out of the car to find,
Ooh, pretty. How about that? Not a single other car in sight. Why is that?
Still 2 or 3 months until the tourist season really begins, unlike the last trip we took here. I did my research this time.
When you're doing Gabriel's voice with the, British accent, I don't mean this in a horrible way, but you sound like Wacko Warder.
Yeah, that tracks.
I mean, it's great. I love Wacko. I love the Animaniacs, but it does give me a little bit of those vibes, so...
I've mentioned before that I can't... I sound an octave deeper in my head than how I sound on recordings, right?
No, yeah, that's fair. I'm the opposite. Or I think I sound deeper, if that's... You're saying you think you sound higher, and then you hear it back?
I think I sound deeper, and then I listen to myself back, and I'm a full octave higher than I am.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, same.
No, I think that's a normal thing, and then I don't know how voice actors do it to voice match.
No.
How do you voice match if you don't know what your voice sounds like?
Yeah, I genuinely have no idea.
Maybe it's something to do with perfect pitch. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
But no, what? No, Warner Brothers isn't the worst thing to sound like.
Yeah. I like Animaniacs. Excuse me. That makes sense, but I'm still surprised that nobody from town's here. The weather's perfect for it.
It's a fair bit of distance to get here. If you don't have a car, that takes, 40-something minutes to walk here?
40 minutes is not a bad walk.
Not
before
terrible.
before I had to get hip surgery, I used to take walks into town.
Oh, really?
It was I live in the suburbs, just off of Main Street, right?
Yeah.
And walking up to Main Street to go to McDonald's or something takes an hour or something.
Mm.
And when I used to walk, it used to be cheap enough that going to McDonald's didn't break the fucking bank.
True.
And now
yeah.
McDonald's owns the bank.
Yeah.
Because, for some reason, all of the food distributors in the fucking country decided to band together and say, hey, you know what we could do? We could just raise prices.
Yeah.
We could just raise prices by $1 every single year. And there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Yeah, fucking McDonald's has that $1, $2, $3 menu, and there's literally nothing on it that's $1 unless you're at one of the locations that has dollar sodas, and I don't know any places that are doing that right now.
I shit you not, I only just refound Arizona. For, like, you know how Arizona was like, I remember in middle school, like, Arizona was always $1. You just go into a store, you go into any store anywhere, you find Arizona
Yeah.
for like $1
I was so confused
a
what
can.
you meant because I live in Arizona, and I was like, what do you mean you found Arizona? Sorry. But I see the
Yeah,
tea.
yeah, the tea, the juice, the whatever.
Yeah.
I swear to God, it went missing for like
Really?
years. And like, I only just refound the dollar cans. And like, I have to go to very specific stores to get the dollar cans instead of like, oh, here's a bottle for like $1.30.
Ugh, that sucks.
And the bottle is less than the can, ounce wise.
Really? That's dumb.
It's the fucking worst. Yeah, no. It should be illegal.
Agreed.
And you know what? The president is trying to make it illegal.
Yeah.
But you know who's stopping the fucking president? Fucking
Probably.
Congress.
Yeah, I was gonna
Fucking-
call it a specific example, but Congress in general is.
The Supreme Justices, the fucking We do not condone vigilante justice. I would not be sad if their houses were bombed. I would not be sad. But we do not condone vigilante justice. We do not condone radical terrorism.
Yeah, a bunch of radical
Well,
terrorists
perhaps-
definitely should not look
Yeah.
up the publicly available addresses of their representatives and convince them to do certain things.
It would not go amiss if we went to every billionaire's house. Like you heard that fucking bullshit about Bob Iger, yeah?
Which part? Because there's been a lot.
Where they went like, hey, why don't you just give the writers what they want? Like, they're not being unreasonable, are they? And he said from his yacht that's worth like millions of dollars, no, we want them to lose their houses.
Oh, that, yeah, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, no, and then the immediate response was like an actor going like, hey, fuck her.
Like Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
Like, you fucked up when you got Hellboy coming after you.
Yeah. Like fucking. We should just guillotine, goddammit! Why can't we be French?
For real.
I bet no one's ever said that before in their life, and especially because we're playing a British game, that makes it especially egregious. But
True.
goddamn, I wish it was French right now.
Agreed.
But you know what? The French had their worst revolution in like, what was it? Fucking years? I don't know the exact number, but like, they only had one death out of like 2 weeks. And if we tried to do anything, there would actually be blood running down the streets.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna say that it would be worth it. I agree that it would be worth it. But if we perhaps did the Bugs Life thing, I would not be upset.
I keep seeing comparisons to there's a bunch of us and only a few of them all over with the strike stuff and things like that.
Yeah, no, specifically Bugs Life, which specifically Bob Iger was like involved in the production of, I think,
Really?
possibly.
I lose track of where all the timelines are on that stuff.
But like, it's very ironic that he's saying this bullshit when Bugs Life directly contradicts him. But I guess like, he is the one with the money and not the one who does the creative processes, etc. Anyway, we got off topic.
Yeah, anyway, eat the rich, have fun.
That is our normally scheduled 11 p.m.
Tangent.
Off topic.
This did happen
11
about the
PM
same
tangent.
time as the Eric tangent happened on Tuesday, so.
Yeah,
It's just-
I think I just lose focus after an hour. That's what it is.
That's fair.
Now, I have ranted about Disney, and we are back to
Doki Doki
DDLC.
Literature Club 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, no. Except instead of sentient code, we're dealing with literal demons? Question mark.
Possibly?
I don't know. We haven't gotten to the weird shit. Let's get to the
Yeah.
weird shit.
Yeah.
I can honestly see that being off-putting to people who just want to kill a few hours on their Saturday. Oh, they're already on the road, getting ready, and they'll arrive here in the next few hours.
What's the big deal anyway? Who gives a shit if we're alone? Oh, I was like, why is it not changing, dog? Because it's my fault. I'm so dumb. Just means we got more of the lake to ourselves. We can set up our tents wherever. We can be as noisy as we want. You guys can drink as much as you want without worrying about getting caught.
How do you think we are? We already drink as much as we want.
Oh, yeah. Look, last year there was a lot of bike booze for you lot. I guess old habits die hard.
Does this mean you brought your alcohol today? Because I didn't bring any.
Neither.
I sure didn't.
Thank fuck I realized back in the car that I'd forgotten to pack any and wasn't keen on having to beg. But whatever, the point still stands. No people at the lake is a good thing for us. Is it though? I just explained why it's good, didn't I? Well, yes. You have. But I was thinking that there might be a good reason why we're the only people here.
What were you thinking, Anna?
Well, not to jump to any conclusions, but we're not breaking the law or anything, are we? What? There could be some restrictions on who can visit at the moment. They might be trying to keep littering down or doing some maintenance on getting some people to do work on some of the paths around here or something like that.
I like that. I like the interruptions and it feels so natural.
No, I agree. It's very natural compared to like literally almost everything that I've ever seen written in my life.
Yeah, no, it's just the stuttering, the going back and like correcting yourself mid-sentence. This writing is good.
Yeah.
I fucking love it. These are like teenagers.
Uh-huh. Agreed.
You'd think that there would have been signs of something if that was the case, wouldn't you? On the way in. They might not have set them up yet. If anyone's doing work here, then they obviously haven't arrived, so nobody put up signs. But I bet they'd blame us for being here anyway. That's a good point. Hang on. Before we put the tent up, I want to check this out. We all walked around slowly, trying to find a spot where we'd be able to get some decent reception for our phones. Eventually, Gabrielle was able to find one that flickered between 1 and 2 bars. Nothing I'm seeing about Fusai Lakes is anything about restricted access. I guess we just got here before anyone else. You mean like from people from town, or people doing work around the lake? The former, but if any of the latter do show up, I'm sure they'll tell us to leave politely. But I think at this point, we're probably overthinking things, honestly. Now, I'll carry the tents. Do you want to leave the food in the car, or bring it over and we can have an early lunch once the tents are done? I'm sure some of us are already getting hungry. Why do I feel like his eyes flickered between me and Victoria when he said that?
Actually.
Hmm?
I think I might know why we're the only people at this lake. Oh, did you find something on the internet? No, more like I remembered something. Have any of you ever heard of Fusai's Chosen?
Oh, you're the weird girl.
Fusai's what? Fusai's Chosen. Come on, really? I'm really the only one that's heard of them?
The name rings a bell, but I couldn't say much beyond that. I'm completely in the dark here. Who were they, Victoria?
Way back in, like, 1973? Or was it 74? 1974 has a nicer feel to it, don't you think? Well, whatever year it was, they were a group of teenagers just like this. Us.
Do you still count as a teenager?
Shut up! 19 is technically still a teenager and you know it. Anyway, they were perfectly ordinary people who, let's say that they didn't know anything about each other. They didn't hang out at school, they barely knew each other by sight. But then one day, they all showed up at school with strange marks on their faces. Sort of like, they looked like tattoos. None of them were identical, but they all looked sort of the same. How do you mean? I don't know. Let's say that they were sort of like squiggly lines. Actually, no, they were straight lines, but sort of forming patterns. Oh, but one of them has lots of circles that got larger and larger.
Why'd you hear the story again?
Shh, I'm about to get to the good part. Anyway, so obviously the school was just furious. But when they called up their parents, they were all just as shocked. None of them had let their kids get tats or anything over the weekend, and the marks sure weren't there when they left home that morning.
How strict are you that you're just... Face tattoos is your line?
Yeah, for real.
Fucking prudes.
Oh, and you remember how I said that they didn't know each other? Yeah, so they were all hanging out together and acting weird. Like, they didn't show any emotions or expressions or whatever. When they were asked about it, these people, they were all like, we're few says chosen. We have been, chosen by the lake or whatever, and will work to bring about the destiny of mankind. Of course, nobody knew what they meant at the time, but...
Victoria. I've been so engrossed in Victoria's story that I hadn't noticed, but Hannah was shaking like crazy. She looked pale and sweaty too, as though she could collapse at any moment.
Oh, fuck. Hannah? Say it's just a story, Victoria. Please, I can't handle something like that. You know I can't. Yeah, of course it's a story. I was just... Why do you think I keep having to make up details in the middle of shit?
I think I remember why the name rang a bell now. If memory serves, you told a story similar to that at a Halloween party a few years back. You remember the weirdest details, mate.
Hannah? It's all good. Sorry, I wanted to make a joke about when we were all alone and I got carried away. Are you sure? You promise it's just a story? Yeah, it's just a story, I promise. Do we want to maybe just sit in the car for a bit? No need to set up the tents yet. That sounds nice.
Before returning to the car, I stopped and stared out at the lake. It looked the same as it always had, cool and peaceful. But still, details of Victoria's story stuck in my head. Out of nowhere, a shiver ran down my spine. She did say it was just a story, but if that was the case, then why did I get a sense of dread as I stared at the lake? 4 of us sat in the car for a while and talked to Hannah, who explained to us that even knowing it was just a story, she couldn't help but get scared. I wasn't too surprised, to be honest. I couldn't recall the last time Hannah had been able to handle a spooky story. After a few minutes of us talking about it, and with the help of a few jokes from Victoria, she'd forgotten all about the story. Alright, I think we might as well bring all of our stuff with us now. With the lake as deserted as it is, I don't think it'll be that hard to find somewhere to pitch the tent, and it'll save us coming back here later.
You would find it easy to pitch a tent, wouldn't you, Gabriel?
I would pitch it in the rain, I would pitch it when in Spain. Would you pitch it on a boat? Would you pitch it with a goat? Yes and no, respectively.
I don't know whether this is disgusting or pathetic.
You can be both, can it? What, do you feel sorry for the goat? Is that what's happening?
Oh, God. That's how I like to live my life. Disgusting and pathetic. Hey, that could be the name of my autobiography.
Don't be stupid, Victoria. We both know you're neither of those things. As do you, for that matter.
Well, yeah, but way to ruin the joke. It's some good self-deprecation going on there.
Ruining self-deprecation would be the name of Gabriel's autobiography.
And mine.
You think so?
It so would be.
Definitely.
Without a doubt.
I don't know whether this means you lot know me too well and not well enough. Definitely too well. Can't speak for the others, but I've seen things that I'll never be able to unsee.
Wait, like what? Details?
Are you thinking about the night? Yeah, the one where you... Yeah. They have a thing? Do they have a thing?
Yeah, maybe. So, are we going to hear this story? You can tell us. We're your friends.
They fucked. They fucked. They fucked. Or like they got really close to fucking,
Something.
and then they got really close. I think they're teenagers. There's no way they, you know what? They're teenagers. It's entirely possible that they did have an encounter, and then just it got too awkward, but not awkward enough for them to break up their friendship about.
Yeah. No, I
But also, the more I think about it, if they had an encounter and it went poorly, it would probably be enough to split them up. So maybe they almost had an encounter.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it might be that.
Weren't we supposed to be heading to an actual campsite and setting up the tents? Yes, you are absolutely right, Keiki. So, like I said, let's just bring everything over now. I'll grab the tents, and Keiki can... I'll take the bread! And the rest of the food, I guess. Cool. And Anna, Victoria, I think you two would have the rest of the supplies in your bags, so we should be good. Yep! Everyone follow me!
I will find out what you two were talking about it. Fucking bet on it.
But then why, if they had an encounter, why would Gabriel have been talking about your innocence, you know?
Oh, that's true. Maybe she saw him like naked or something like that, or doing something that he's embarrassed of.
And they liked the sight.
Maybe.
We walked around the lake for about 5 minutes before finding a spot that looked good to pitch up to set up the tents. Now I think our character has... Anywho. But we ran into a small problem. Alright, catch!
Oh
What?
no.
Ah! You holding on to it? About to throw the rope. Are you asking me or telling me? Yeah! Wait, I don't... Ah! Alright, now I think if you... The pegs normally go on the ground, I know, but from the way that we got the ropes, I think we might not actually need them. Actually, are you sure we need the ropes? You have gone camping with this tent before, haven't you? I know that tents used to be provided by... I know that we used to use different tents, but this one isn't brand new, is it? Keiki, buddy, tell you what. How about you, go get some firewood. I love being a completely incompetent protagonist.
It's pretty great.
We have no skills. We have nothing.
We're just along for the ride. Yes! We can have an early lunch?
Yeah, it's not really camping until you cook some food out the oven fire, is it?
Fuck yeah, we can roast marshmallows.
I didn't pack any.
Oh.
Oh, I guess a fire's not a bad idea.
Oh boy, okay. Let's see real quick.
Do we have their status bar unlocked yet?
Oh,
Conversations completed. Oh, that's fun.
okay.
Do we want to rush Victoria? Because as funny as our previous thing about let's ignore Gabriel for as long as possible is, I think it would be insanely awkward to go from us bumbling around Gabriel to us inviting Gabriel off to a secluded corner of the forest to have a private conversation.
Are you saying like in a funny way and you want to do it? Or are you saying like it wouldn't make sense for us to do that?
It would not make sense. We are going... Our first playthrough is always the sensible route. It would not make sense to go like, hey, Gabriel, I know that we were just flirting, not flirting being very awkward around each other. But do you want to go not flirt over in this corner of the forest where
Yeah.
nobody can see us?
I agree. I would be like, ah.
Yeah.
So I'm torn because on one hand, like I really like Victoria, but on the other hand, we don't know how stressed Hannah is.
And
And she did just
didn't
get
take that. Yeah,
told a
she
spooky
got
story.
fucked up by this.
But on the other side, taking her into the woods with just the two of us might not also be a good idea too. I don't know.
I'm fine either way. Actually, you know what? We should split our attentions between Victoria and Hannah
Okay.
equally, and ignore Gabriel for the rest of the game until he kills us. Can I help you help, Hannah? You're great at fighting wood that's perfect kindling.
I think you might be overestimating me a bit, but I'm happy to help.
Two of us walked away from the others, looking for bits of wood as we talked. Ooh.
You okay?
I turned the sound down on the Discord stream because it was blaring my brains out.
Oh no. Oh, what is this smooth jazz?
Hannah's theme, though. Yeah, we gotta turn that shit back up. Okay, cool. So, Hannah, what's on your mind?
On my mind? What do you mean?
Oh, I don't know. What have you been up to recently? Have you... Look, I know it's called a cliche, but have you had any good books read lately? Are we flirting? Hannah?
Yes, I did read a good book recently. It was this story that was about there was this group of friends and they sort of hung out and stuff. It makes it sound kind of boring, but they all had their own problems and stuff that they managed to. It was about like a TV show, I guess. Everyone had their own little arcs that crossed over and interacted, and they all ended up affecting each other by the end. It was good. Have you been reading anything recently?
You do know who you're talking to, right? Now, if I picked up anything bigger than a newspaper, I'd be dead asleep before I finished the first chapter. Actually, come to think of it, even newspapers put me to sleep. Nothing new there, I guess.
Have you gotten around to reading the book I got you for your birthday yet? I know that I did try and get you something that wasn't too dry, something that you would like.
Not too dry, huh? So you're saying it's a bit boring, but not exactly soaking wet?
Sorry?
We are completely incompetent. We have no riz. We have no skills.
Charisma, 0. Dexterity, 0. Strength, 0. Wisdom,
We have
0.
nothing. We have nothing but a flimsy moral backbone. Awesome.
Very
I
flimsy.
love... I have to wonder, who is the aforementioned Lily Kosen?
I know, I'm curious, because I thought we were playing as Lily Kosen, but apparently
But they
we're
didn't
not.
even offer us. They didn't even offer us a default name.
Yeah. So is that like a different person? Is that one of the like Fuse's chosen or whatever?
Never mind. I think that metaphor got away from me for a bit.
Well, there's one reason why you should read more.
Yes, I'm planning to do so many metaphors in my life going forwards. Metaphors for days! I'll be using them as frequently as I breathe.
Actually, I think that was a simile.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
Sorry, did I say something wrong?
Oh, not at all. So, did you start reading the book?
Well, I do think that the first chapter started out well.
Oh, well, that's good to hear.
Look, I think you're right, and it's something I'll enjoy once I get into it. It's just... When I'm at home, I don't really think to myself, oh boy, nothing else to do, let's crack open a good book, you know? I've got a lot of stuff to do, you know? I mean, I've got to do the dishes and all that. Living on your own is hard.
I thought you had a dishwasher.
Yeah, I do, but it's still... There's lots of things that are going on at the moment. It's not like I'm never gonna read read the book. I'm just taking my time with it. But I will read it, promise.
Well, please tell me when you do. I'll be keen to hear what you think of it.
Have you read it yourself?
Yep, that's why I think you'll like it. There's this one bit towards the end where the protagonist has to fight...
Whoa! Spoilers!
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Hey, there's your incentive to read it. If you don't, I'll have to spoil the whole plot for you.
Wait, so you're saying that if I don't read it, you'll just sum it up for me?
Well, that might sound like a good thing to you now, but you'll regret it when it gets you reading it, but there's no tension.
You know, I keep doing this thing. I mentioned that I did it with Amori, and I accidentally did it with Final Fantasy 16, and then I accidentally did it with Owl House. I keep spoiling myself on like one or two very specific details, and I go like, "Oh God, this is gonna ruin the whole thing." And then it gets to that point, and knowing the twist, I think it's because I'm a writer. Like, I genuinely think it's because I'm a writer, but like seeing the build-up.
Oh, you think it's better?
I think it intensifies the drama and everything. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. The way Owl House is functioned, it's well, you might know Owl House from Tumblr for being like the gay Disney show, the super gay Disney show.
Comparatively, at least.
No, not comparatively. The main character is bisexual and is dating a teenager by the end of the first season.
Oh.
Like is dating a girl. like
Out of context.
Shut up. I flubbed the line.
I'm so sorry.
I flubbed that line. But like, no. The main character is a teenager. The love interest is also a teenager, and they're both girls, and they start dating by the end of the first season.
Okay, that's actually
And then-
surprisingly good for Disney.
And like the main cast, the main supporting cast, like the mother figure has an NB friend.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that her sister, who is the primary antagonist for the first season, is a Arrow Ace.
Oh.
And like some of the supporting cast, like one of the girls has two fathers on screen by the end of the first season. Like, it is the gay Disney show.
Well, they've come a long ways.
Yeah, you would think. Except the Owl House got almost got canceled after the second season.
Yeah.
And the writers and producers and everyone working on the show had to beg Disney to let them do like a wrap up. Like 3 episodes of a third season.
Damn, that's brutal.
But they got it. And
Yeah.
it's on Disney. It's on Disney's like YouTube channel. So like I spent today spending like 2.5 hours just sobbing nonstop.
Oh.
Because I knew one of the twists that was going to happen sometime, and I just haven't stopped crying for the entire 2.5 hours.
Damn.
It's
Like, happy or sad?
I'm also just like very stressed right now.
Oh.
So like the stress is getting to me.
No, that's fair. Sometimes it's like one of those things where it's like, whatever makes me cry isn't that big itself. It's just like the straw.
Like it's very good. You probably don't have any time now because you started a new job, but like, holy fuck, you should watch that fucking show.
It's on my list from our last conversation for sure.
Yeah. It's like it's so good. It's so. I wish beyond wishes that we could just retroactively replace Harry Potter with the Owl House.
Oh, that would be nice.
Anywho, there goes our
Second tangent.
11:30 tangent, I guess. Yeah, I think you've convinced me, Hannah. I'll take another stab at starting it. What is she thinking about? She doesn't look happy. Does she want a distraction or does she want to open up?
Because I feel like, because her book, it seemed like it kind of had weird, vague, like, oh, it's about a group of friends and they just hang out and, like, things all work out. Kind of, it seemed kind of like a weird description. So I'm wondering if, like, the book is actually.
I want to save here. I want to
Okay.
save here.
No, that's actually not a bad idea.
I want to scum this. Like I don't know what it is about this decision specifically, but I want to scum this.
No, I think that's smart. This seems like the first one that might actually have, like, real consequences beyond just, like, talking to people. Okay, so what are we doing first?
Okay, so I think if we ask about the, it seems like the kind of thing like I really think you would like this book, and it's not really like I think you would like this book, but this book is really fucking important to me,
Oh yeah.
and it would make us closer as people if you were to read this book. So asking about the book might be incidentally asking about her connection to the book, possibly.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. But also asking about something else. I don't know if asking about something else is going to lead to, hey, are you feeling okay? Hey, is there anything I can help with? Or if asking about something else is literally asking about literally anything else to get her mind off of it.
Yeah, that's kind of an open-ended.
So, you know what I want to do? I want to ask about something else, and if we say something really fucking stupid, we just scum.
Okay.
We just go back to the save immediately.
Fair enough.
Yeah, this is what I think it would happen. So, other than the book you've been telling me about, which sounds awesome, by the way, what else have you been up to?
Oh, this and that. This has been good, Keiki. I'm eager to hear what you think of the book.
Yeah, no,
Thanks.
yeah, fuck that. Back out.
Okay. Oops.
Load that. So, you were saying before that you were reading that good book, yeah? Was it, have you read anything else by the author?
No, but now I'd like to. I think she's written 2 or 3 other books, and I hope they're the same sort of genre. I know that sounds kind of boring from the way I described it, but
No, honestly, it's hard to get a really good sense of what it's really like, but I do see sort of what you're getting at. And I mean, if you like it, you like it.
Yeah, I do like it. This has been good, Keiki. I'm eager to hear what you think of the book. Thanks. Either way, it was kind of short, but at least it was a little bit more.
In depth.
Yeah.
I better see if I can work out what's going on there.
Yeah.
So, hopefully talking about books was enjoyable for her.
Well, that's good at least.
We picked up the last few pieces of wood for the fire in silence before heading back to the others. DDLC returns. Back to 40. When we arrived at camp, we saw that the tent Gabriel had been struggling with had been set up, rope securing it, looking taut. Someone had also set up a small area for the fire. We moved over to it and dumped all the firewood we found next to it. So, we're good for me to start cooking, yeah? Actually, what am I cooking? Gabriel, you said something about meat earlier, yeah? Does it need to be cut up, anything? Please say no. Nah, I just pack sausages. They get thrown into pan. I know how you are when it comes to knives. How are you when it comes to knives?
That might be the most ominous sentence we've had so far in this game.
Okay. What?
I care any different. Cool. So to get back to my earlier question, you good for me to start cooking? Might be a bit difficult to do that without a fire, but you do you. Speaking of, Victoria, you bring stuff to the fire, right? Like matches and stuff?
You betcha. Just because I didn't wake up on time doesn't mean I'd forget something important like that.
Victoria, remember to run in the bag for a few moments before throwing me a box of matches. Thanks.
How do we want to do this? Is that a fucking Critical Role reference? I'll pour, you light.
So like the other week, right? My dad's like really into like barbecue, right? Cooking
Yeah.
like calms him down and shit.
Fair.
And summer's like really good for it.
No, for
He
sure.
had to go inside. He had to go inside for a bit, and he asked my mom, "Hey, can you watch the fire for me?" And she was like, "Yeah, sure." And we have a squeeze bottle for a lighter fluid, right?
Oh, yeah.
So she just, for like a good 10 minutes, she just ever so often would just take the bottle and just like from like a 5-10 foot distance would just squeeze the bottle and just.
Was it good? Like, she didn't know what to do, so she was just like, this is good.
I mean, I think they were fucking around,
Okay.
but also I think she just likes fire, and I
Fair
think
enough.
I got that from her. Like the last time I was at a bocce, I was entranced.
I love hibachi. I think I remember you messaging me saying, like, something about the fire, and you were like, shit, this is a problem. I like fire too much. And I was like, oh no.
Did I message you about that? I remember tweeting about that.
Maybe you tweeted about it, but you also messaged me. Well, shit. Maybe you tweeted about it. Maybe that's what it was.
I tweeted about it and I was like, I just remembered that I'm an arsonist.
That's probably what it was. The problem is that it was so long ago that, like, I knew that I read it at some point because it sounds familiar. I just don't know where I read it.
Sorry?
Because if you pour the petrol, you might get some splashing onto you, and obviously we don't want that. But if, I pour it and move away, then that way you don't have any on you. So when you light it, you're not going to go up in flames. At least this would make sense to me. But if you feel more comfortable doing the pouring and lighting, then that's cool too. What are you looking at me like that for?
Victoria. Did you bring petrol for the fire?
Of course I did.
Victoria reached into a bag and pulled out a small bottle filled with a clear liquid.
What did you think I was going to do when you said to bring firelighters? Nothing gets a fire going like petrol. Oh, no.
Hannah took a few steps back from the firewood as though it was already soaking in petrol.
I don't think that's very safe. Safety schmafety. You don't like me bringing petrol along for a fire, but you'll get on a car that Gabriel's driving.
Hey! What's wrong with my driving?
Well, nothing. But don't you know that every year more than... A lot of people die in car crashes is the point. Gabriel has... What?
Are you comparing arson to car crashes?
It sounds like it.
Theoretical car crashes at that?
God, I love Victoria. Gabriel has a license. Exactly! You trust him to drive, right? Because he's proven it's safe? But when I say that this is safe, you don't listen to me at all, do you? Oh, fucking whatever. Fine, we'll play it safe. But don't come crying at me when you're freezing to death in your sleeping bag tonight.
If we're that cold that we're all freezing, won't you be too? Victoria lightly tossed the bottle of petrol to Gabriel and stomped off towards the lake. After a few moments, she picked up a stone from the lake and skipped across the surface. Where's my room? Where? Ah!
You okay?
I don't know where my fan remote disappeared to.
Oh no.
There it is. She followed it up with another stone, then another. So I still have the matches, and,
Pass them here, Keiki. I've had plenty of practice lighting fires.
for some reason that is more concerning to me than Victoria.
Yeah, a little bit.
If you're doing that, Hannah, I might set up the other tent. Sorry about that.
Okay, I was like, did my Discord die again?
No, you did.
Cool.
Once Victoria's cooled off, we can have an early lunch together, then the rest of the day will be ours.
Sounds good to me.
Gabriel placed the bottle of petrol several meters from the campfire, then walked over to the sole tent that was up. Well, that leaves me at a bit of a loose end.
Oh boy. So should we flip back to Victoria? Or should we check in on ourselves?
Are we feeling a bit uncomfortable after that?
I mean, I think I'm fine, but I don't know how Keiki is feeling. And we don't have, I mean, not that we can see the others, but we definitely don't have a stress meter for ourselves, so.
My instinct is to go check on Victoria.
Yeah, me too.
But like...
But what?
But also, you know what? Added challenge. Let's see how long we can go without checking in on ourselves without it feeling natural.
Oh, nice.
Unless it feels like this is the perfect time to check in on ourselves because everything else seems like an awful option. We should just keep flocking between Victoria. Yeah.
Fine with that.
She looks pretty angry. Let's see if I can help her. Whoa! That last skip was great! Must have been like, what, 4 or 5?
5. But I could do better.
Oh, yeah? Show me then. For a few minutes, Victoria skipped stones, receiving compliments from me as she went. She soon proved that she really could do better than 5, and as she continued channeling her anger into each stone, she seemed to calm down. A bit. Victoria didn't really react well when I made my suggestion about what she should do for the test. Wonder what she's planning to do about it now. So, Victoria, how are...
Fucking awesome, of course.
Oh, yeah, really? Good to hear. You're, not annoyed the test you had to do, you're not still angry at the school for that.
Nah, of course not. Only a dickhead stays angry at stupid shit like that. And why stay angry when I could instead focus on good vibes? Waste of energy if you ask me.
Good to hear! You've come up with a new plan for getting away with not really having to do the test, haven't you?
Nah, I was thinking about it and trying to work out how to swap clothes with you without noticing.
What?
But then I realized, why bother? I could spend all this time burning myself out on a way to get out of doing the test, but at the end of the day, there's no better than burning myself out studying.
If you spent all this effort not trying to study, and instead focus that energy on studying, something.
Yeah.
Wait, so do you mean you're gonna study?
What? Fuck no. Did you just hear what I said? Whether I'm studying or scheming, either way, it's just gonna burn me out and not accomplish anything in the end. It's a trap, you see.
I sort of see what you're talking about. What are you gonna do then?
Isn't it obvious? I'll just stroll in there, do the test, and then head out. Minimal time spent, and I can get the fuck on with my life rather than stressing the little shit. Genius, innit?
Well, I'm glad you're not worrying about the test anymore, but I'm not really sure what... You're just gonna guess the answers then?
Exactly. For most people, an idea like this would screw them over, but when it comes to Victoria v. Valentine, you've got to adjust your expectations and prepare for the impossible.
I admire your confidence, Victoria. I think that's something that'll help you get far in life.
You think I'm just gonna fail it, don't you?
I probably wouldn't use the word fail, but...
Oh, for fuck's sake, Keiki. Yeah, okay, I get it. I'm dumb. But you don't have to be so fucking negative about it. I found a way to get by this shit in an easy way. No need to be so fucking judgmental about it.
I'm not trying to be negative. I'm being realistic. And if it comes across as negative, that's because I care about you, and I don't want to see you just... If you fail this test, they just make you do it again, and then you'll be in this whole situation again. And then if you just do some studying now, you'll avoid that. So, I'm just not really understanding why you don't just... I can help you study, you know? That's all. Wouldn't you rather do a bit of work now and get the whole thing out of the way for good?
Why should I?
Eh?
Why should I study? Do all of that work and waste my time for what? This pissy little piece of paper? So I can impress the teacher or whatever, pass the class? What the fuck does any of it even matter?
Well, I mean, I know this makes you sound exactly like my mom, and I hate it when she says shit like this, but it's for your future.
Oh, of course. I should totally be thinking about my future at this point. That's exactly why I go to school, for my goddamn fucking future.
Huh?
Sure, I'll just fucking, yeah, let's study. Break out the textbooks. Let's do some studying and learn this shit. Hell, why stop there? Let's learn science next. Gotta know all this shit if I want to become a wizard or whatever.
Victoria, sorry, I didn't... That wasn't the right thing to say, was it? Clearly, keeping to encourage her is going to piss her off.
Yeah, I feel like that's not gonna go anywhere.
But also, avoiding the issue is probably not going to help.
We can...
But it will drop her stress. But also, I think if we went with the whole, instead of sabotaging the test, we instead say, I can help you study earlier, it would support... I wonder how it would change this conversation.
That's true. That might... Yeah, it might be like a ripple effect thing. Like, there's so many points that you need, and if you get enough study points, she'll be like, yeah, fine, okay, I'll study. Or something like that.
Might as well drop the topic. We don't have enough study points. Sorry, it's none of my business whether you're studying or not. Whether you're planning for your future or not. Look, whatever happens with the test, whether you end up working out a plan to get out of it, or you have to do it and you can't get out of it, good luck either way. Studying is difficult, I get it.
Thanks, I guess. You know, I did used to do it.
You mean studying?
Yeah, I tried it, but then Hell, I'm not really in the mood for telling a story.
You sure you don't want to?
Nah, I'm good.
Great. Real big help you are, Keki. You yelling at me might have made it feel a bit better, but I think I still need to talk to her some more.
Okay. Stress level decrease is never a bad thing.
You know what? I think that talking to them decreases their stress, regardless of the outcome of the conversation.
Could be.
And like, we're doing stress management right now. It'll just naturally increase as time progresses, and talking to them will decrease it. And like, the choices are helping to do something else in the background, I guess.
Yeah, maybe.
Victoria spent a few more minutes skipping stones, and I watched quietly, figuring she'd probably prefer silence.
Oh, interesting.
For long, and I had gotten the campfire blazing strongly and called everyone over for some food.
How are you feeling, Victoria? Fucking excellent. How about yourself? I'm, good.
Are you still, angry about...
The petrol thing? Look, I reckon we could have saved a lot of time if we just used it from the start, but it's not like we don't have a fire going now, do we? And anyway, I burned off most of my remaining rage skipping those stones.
What was your best one?
7 skips. But there's an absolute shit ton of good rocks around here. I reckon I might be able to get up to 9 or 10 by the end of the weekend. Well, in honor of those 7 skips, how about you have the first bit of food? No arguments here. What's on the menu?
Didn't you hear me on Keki asked earlier? I explained then that I just bring for sausages, you know?
Hell yeah, I knew there was a reason we asked you to take care of the food. Check some sausages on the pan for me, Hannah.
Hannah had already had a frying pan she was holding over the fire, which Gabriel dropped
sausages and tea.
Gabriel, did you pack anything other than sausages and bread? Or is that all I'll be eating this weekend?
Other than some sacks, just them, yeah? Cereal and stuff would be too fiddly to eat comfortably. It's not like we've got a bench to prepare ingredients on properly.
You'd think that this is their first time camping, but they've clearly done it before. Like, they've mentioned that they've done this before, so I'm not sure why they're like...
Incompetent.
Yeah,
I think they're just teenagers.
it could be. Yeah, that's true. Oh, if that's going to be an issue, you should have let me know. I've got that card table at home that I could have brought, remember?
Honestly, I was thinking of it. I did consider asking if people would bring small tables or whatever, but with 4 people in the car, I wasn't really sure whether we would fit them in, you know? Could have strapped them to the roof, maybe. Yeah, I don't think I feel comfortable doing that. Now, roof rack, so how do we... Do you think we could just tie ropes around them and loop them around the car?
Now, what you actually do is you use octopus straps so you can hook them up snug and tight. Plus, then I don't need to worry that my knots aren't good enough. But couldn't the table start sliding when we're driving? There's that really steep hill at the end of Wheeler's Road, so even if they've got rope holding them in place, they could still move a bit, I think. No, see, that only happens if they're not tight enough. But just keep wrapping ropes around it like a motherfucker and it won't be able to budge an inch.
I thought we were using octopus straps.
Same thing, you all know what I mean. How many do you guys have?
What, octopus straps? I don't know, I'd have to look around the house and find what they are. Could be anywhere between 1 and a million.
No idea either. I need to ask my parents.
Yeah, this is exactly why I didn't suggest bringing tables. Too much hassle and fiddling about.
Alright, I think these sausages are just about done. What do you think, Victoria? Yep, they look good to me. Where are the plates?
Good question.
Oh, no.
Where are they, Keiki? Sorry? You brought plates, right? You mean from the car or from, like, home? From the car, of course. I packed them with the food. Which is all here, so I'm not really sure how they went missing. Good question. Let's grab them with the car and we can check whether or not they got anything else left behind.
I'll stay here and keep cooking food. Then we don't have to light the fire again when you two are back. I'll stay here and eat my lunch because I deserve it after getting 7 skips with a stone.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll be back soon. Gabriel and I walked the 5 minutes or so to the car. The whole way I was trying to remember whether or not I left any bags in the car, but I felt fairly confident that I grabbed everything I could see. Alright, so you can see that on the back seat there's... Oh. Do you think they fell off and slid on the seat? Probably not, but let's see, man. Well, we won't know until we have a look. Gabriel unlocked the car and looked under the driver's and passenger seat, but predictably there wasn't anything there. Shit. What do we do now? Oh, it's just some plates and I guess cutlery too? Not really that big of a deal if they're missing, right? I guess. Saw some mugs for tea and coffee and stuff and some bottles of water. Shit! Must have left the bag on the counter and... Ah! Oh, calm down there, Gabriel. It's not the end of the world. Maybe not. But are you fine without having any water or liquids for the rest of the weekend? I guess not. What do we do then? Only one thing we can do. You go back to the other and tell them I'll be a little while. I'll drive home to pick all this stuff up I missed.
I was gonna say, if it's like a 40-minute walk, then it's gotta be like, what, like a 15-20-minute drive? It's not like a huge deal.
Are you sure? That seems a bit unnecessary.
There you
It's
go.
what, 10 minutes to drive back into town, tops? It's not like it'll take you that long. Look at it that way, I guess it's not that bad. How about let the others know? Gave Gabriel a little wave goodbye and started walking across the car park, which was still empty of any cars besides his. As he did, I heard
no.
sort of quick count. Cool, we're trapped.
Fuck.
This is a good premise.
I was about to say, this is like,
Time
we're
for
about to
everybody
like
to pass.
reach the end of our like playtime and nothing's happened yet, and I'm like, as much as I love it.
Very slice of lifey.
Yeah.
I stopped and turned to look and watched his car make the noise several more times before he opened the car door and get out. Stupid bloody battery's dead. What? I don't even know how. It's just... stupid thing. Gabriel slammed his door shut and walked over to me. Now what do we do? Look, it's not really that big of a deal. For now, we just go back to the other and tell them what's going on, then tomorrow morning we call your dad. He can come and help jumpstart the car when we get to leave. It's not like we'll need the car until then. What about the water bottles and plates and stuff? The plates we can live without. The water, honestly, we can also probably live without. You said you brought along Long Life milk, yeah? If we get that thirsty, we could just drink it straight from the carton. Better than missing out on the bunch of the weekend while we deal with my dad, I guess. Guess the only other thing is, what do we do if there's an emergency? Like what? It's not like we're gonna be scaling sheer cliff faces or anything. We'll just be going for a walk around the lake and stuff. Besides, and I brought a first aid kit. Guess that's right. I don't know. I guess it's just if the worst happens, we're the only people around. And we can't get them back to town in a hurry. Gabriel put it that way. It did make me start to feel a little nervous. What would happen if someone did get badly injured? The reception was bad, and walking to town would take us nearly an hour. And I took a deep breath. It's good to be smart about these things, but my thoughts were going full-on paranoia, and that wouldn't help anyone. I get what you're saying, but this is in the absolute worst-case scenario I can think of. I'll just have to suck it up and get used to your snoring. Sorry. Because that's the most dangerous thing out of here, you see? You're snoring. And since I'll be sharing a tent with... Oh, whatever! My snoring is nothing next to how much you roll around in your sleep. I'll probably wake up covered in bruises thanks to you. Oh! Okay, so I think we are establishing Keiki as, at the very least, male-presenting non-binary, right?
I think...
And that bit earlier was a little bit of gay panic.
Yeah, that would make a lot more sense, actually.
I like to think of it as less strolling around and more of a frenzied panic attack brought about by your snoring. So wear earplugs! Shit, I knew there was something else I wanted to bring. Two of us walked back to camp and explained what happened to Victoria and Anna, neither of who were all that fussed about it.
That seems
If
like, I
you
feel
wanna,
like... Huh?
if you wanted to stop at the usual time, that would be a good point, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe go a little bit further and see if there's like a loading screen or something. Because it seems like it might be close to switching scenes.
Sure.
If not, then we'll... I also feel like this is the kind of thing that Hannah would freak out about a little, but...
It's just mugs. We all had lunch together before getting ready for that walk Hannah proposed.
There we go. If you find that you keep dying, try talking about yourself more. Huh. Interesting.
Cool. Save and
Okay.
quit, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Well, this has been fun so far. I mean, we haven't gotten to any of the, like, horror or creepy stuff
weird
too much
shit.
yet. But it's very funny. The writing's good. I like all of these characters.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
compelling in a
Yeah.
way that the beginning of Corpse Factory wasn't.
I know for sure. Like, I feel like we're heading towards something. Like, it's got a decent premise. Like, 4 friends go camping. They get stranded. Clearly, something's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, really exciting. I'm gonna put just in case anybody's lurking. Yeah. Please feel free to check out the game. I believe it's only like $5, so it should drop in like I think like 2 hours, I think. So please consider supporting the developer and buying the game. It's like I said, it's their first game. At least as like their website shows. So and one of the influences is Corpse Factory. So, you know, if you've been liking the Corpse Factory playthrough, then you know, this is a kind of a fun parallel. So, thank you so much to Too Many Teeth Studios for providing us with this preview code. We really appreciate it, and not sure what the schedule for this will be going forward. Especially because I have a full-time job now, so that's cut into things. So yeah, bonus cause money, but bad cause time. So and energy. But yeah, so keep an eye on the Discord and my Twitter for when we might stream this again. But yeah, very exciting so far. I'm looking forward to seeing what the rest of this is gonna be like. I'm assuming we haven't. Yeah, nothing yet. Okay.
Still don't know who Lily Kosen is. Still haven't gotten any CGs.
Yeah. I'm curious who Lily.
Whereas
Kosen
in
is.
Corpse Factor, we had what was it, 40, 48?
Something like that, yeah.
44? It was 4 rows of something else. And in the
Yeah.
first 2 hours, we got like 6 CGs.
Yeah, we had like almost the whole first row unlocked within like 2
The first
streams.
stream.
Yeah, 1 or 2 streams, something like that. So yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.